Hello YouTube, Nova Piper. A little different again today. We're going to continue my series of. We're going to continue my new series of check out my badass Gibsons. Yeah, let's do the pipe shit. Today we'll be smoking my Eric Stockaby 4th generation. It's really very nice, very nice. Where's the camera? Not if you can make it out, don't care. Smoke's fantastic. It's got a pretty big bowl to her. We're gonna pop in some 10 Russians. Yeah, big jar. Why such a little bit of tobacco in a big jar? Well, I was supposed to get 8 ounces and got 2. And then they fixed it and sent me the 8 ounces. So I got an unopened can, 8-ounce can of 10 Russians over there. Oh, it's glorious. And my little pipe tray from Dave, I still use in case he's watching. Yeah, so there's a little story behind this one. I was like a little tiny kid, man. It would have been the 70s, man. I was like, I remember being like 5 years old and being around guitars and shit my whole life from my family. They'd all get drunk and play fucking country music. But anyway, I remember I was like 7 years old or something, and I think it would have been like 76 or 77, and my aunt said, hey, I'm gonna buy you an album, so pick one. It was like album, LP, vinyl, because that was the standard. So of course, being 7 years old, you're gonna go based on the look. And I had a choice between, right up front of the record store, there was Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell, and Kiss Alive 2. So here's this friggin' crazy motorcycle coming up from hell, and demons and shit, and titty chicks and stuff like this, and I'm just a little kid, right? And then all these weird guys dressed like the devil and shit like this, and I didn't realize that there's just a bunch of guys dressed in drag, wearing high heels and makeup. So anyway, of course, I bought the Kiss album and became a Kiss fan. And you know what? I admit it, absolutely. I'm a Kiss fan. They came to my city, probably over 10 years now. They came to our city and they did, it was an anniversary of the Kiss Alive album. And I didn't realize it. And I'm singing along to every goddamn song, and everybody I went with was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, they had no idea that I was such a fan. Anyway, on the Kiss Alive 2 album, I don't know if it was the Kiss Alive 2 or the Kiss Alive album, Ace Frehley was playing guitar. I thought that was cool. I was right into guitar. Well, I forget which album it was, but anyway, he had one of these. He was playing an ebony Les Paul. Okay? And so this was like my dream fucking guitar forever and ever and ever. So finally, when I became a grown-up 10 years ago, I went and I bought one. And locally, they wanted a stupid, ridiculous amount of money, and I said, listen, I want to buy Les Paul. And they're like, hey, sure you do, pal. And then they brushed me off. It was kind of a big local retail store. I was fucking mad. So I went online and I started reaching out to companies across Canada. And there was a guy in Toronto that I started communicating with and said, can you ship me a Les Paul and blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, shit, no problem. And I told him what they went for locally. Anyway, it was like $800 cheaper. So I bought it from the guy. Here it is. Fucking fantastic. Plays great. It's a Gibson Les Paul. I took the receipt into the guy. And he goes, oh, what do you got, a quote? Nope, I got a receipt. Because you didn't take me seriously. And I showed him the receipt. And he freaked out when he looked at how much the guy charged me. He goes, this is almost the same price I'm getting from my distributors. And he looked pretty serious. He was upset. He goes, can I take a photocopy of this? I want to show my distributor because they're ripping us off. And anyway, I said, yeah, go ahead. But just to let you know, the next time I come in and I say I want to drop fucking $3,000 on something, don't brush me the fuck off. Right? That pisses me off. I get it all the time. Get some more coffee and maybe get the anchor out. This is a 2006. This guitar weighs a ton. It is right before they started. Let me take this off. I even have the Judas Priest homoerotic guitar strap. Gotta have my cool strap for my Les Paul, right? I got them screwed. I got the thing screwed right in there. It's only strapped that for the guitar. That's it. I screwed the things right in. No quick release snaps on this. What was I saying? Holy shit. Yeah, this is 2006. So what Gibson did, I said it in another video. They take the mahogany. This is solid mahogany with a maple top. So they take solid mahogany. It's shit maple because it's painted. It's not a fan. It's not painted. If it was they were shown the wood grain, it would be much higher quality and you'd pay more money. So this guitar would have been about $100 cheaper because it's a solid color. $100 or $200 cheaper, something like that, than if they're showing the wood grain. But on the back of this, they have, or what they would do is they would drill holes in the mahogany because they were buying crappy mahogany, and they would drill out all the knots and say, oh, it's for weight relief and it's going to make it better. And it's like, fuck you. If you want a lighter guitar, go buy a Stratocaster and hide out in your little safe room and go on fucking Facebook and tell about how offended you are, you know, because it's too heavy. That's just me being an asshole. The wood makes a lot of difference in the fucking tone. So when you cut the holes in it, the guitar plays different. It doesn't have the sustain. It doesn't have the feel. It doesn't have the same sound. I went and compared this to a 2007, which was considerably lighter. And yeah, you could hear a fucking difference. There was exact same model guitar, same pickups, right? Check it out. The standard. And look what the humidity did to the Gibson logo. When I first bought my house, I had everything in the basement. I didn't have a dehumidifier, so I had all my Gibsons in the basement, and the humidity got to them. And look what it did. Doesn't that suck? And because of the, I said this before, nitrocellulose lacquer, it breathes, so the humidity gets into the wood. And there's spots on it, you wouldn't be able to see it, that the lacquer, here it is right here. I'm going to try. Right up here, you can see little, kind of, it looks like shatter, it looks like shattered glass or something right up, right around where my finger is. Anyway, oh well, lesson learned. Yeah, so this is a 2006 Gibson Les Paul Standard. The Canadian editions didn't have the standard thing on them, so I got a guy who, I was in a lot of forums back then. This was probably before social media. Well, this would have been 2006. I don't even think if, like, Facebook was around then, but I was in like Marshall Amp forums and stuff like that. So I would say, hey dude, you know, I bought this, but I know it doesn't have the standard thing. So a guy sent me one from the States. It's like Les Paul owners take care of each other, he said, or something, or Gibson guys take care of each other. It's like the pipe community, right? All Gibson guys and the Marshall guys on the forums and stuff. Anyway, it's pickups for all you nerds. Burstbucker Pro 2 stock. I don't know if that's what they still come with. No automatic anything. Completely manual. You know, it still has that shitty Gibson quality from this era. Shit quality Gibson, really. That's why they went into receivership and why Gibson went bankrupt, right? Because they were fucking greedy. So, you know, you get a little bit of electronic shit. They're easy to work on. They have the top hat knobs. You can see they look like little top hats. So we have like the, I don't know what you call that, copper colored knobs. The, what do you call that? The binding and the, I guess, you know, along the edge here is that cream color pickguard. I left the pickguard on because I want it to look, you know, that kind of shit. It's Gibson tuners. They're not the best. Your mushroom cut, you know, and then you get your serial number on the back. But yeah, this is like, man, this is iconic. The Les Paul Standard is the sound. You know, if you're all the same age as me, or you're 20 years younger than me, or 30 years younger than me, and you listen to rock or metal, mostly rock, this is it. Blues, metal, country, fucking, you know, look at videos, man, you know, Sweet Home fucking Alabama was played on one of these, right, you know? They played fucking, you know, Leonard Skinner, man, fuck. Black Sabbath? I don't think it was a Les Paul, but it was a Gibson, right? You know? But yes, man, I love this thing. This guitar is, what I like about it is it's simple design, all right? There's no fucking whammy bar shit, you know, things like this. If a string breaks, you can fix it right there on the spot. No goddamn spring shit. I can't stand fucking floating tremolos. I hate them with a passion. I had an Ibanez with one and absolutely hated it. I blocked it down. Using 10 gauge strings on all my guitars, 1046 or 1042, I forget how it goes. Rosewood neck. It's pretty. It's got some weight to it. Like I play this for a few hours and it's like, oh man, my shoulder. And it's like kind of cool because I'm weak that way. The neck's not bolted on. Okay, it's right in there. Some guys do too. I think Zakk Wylde does this. Like Zakk Wylde is a big Gibson Les Paul guy. That's what he was, and then he's went right with his crazy Gibsons and shit. But you know, Zakk Wylde, Gibson Les Paul. You think of them, Gary fucking Moore. You know, iconic guitar players, man. A Gibson Les Paul Standard and a fucking Marshall, like a single lead plexi, the 1959 SLP. That's not the year, that's the model. 1959 SLP. That's a 100 watt single lead plexi, all tube, non-master volume head. That's your rock sound. That's your fucking Van Halen sound. You know. Well, he sagged the power on it. Then you'd have or JCM 800. You know, Marshalls. But that's your. Doesn't stay in tune that well. You're always fucking tuning them. Like, there's a lot of downsides to Gibson in a way, I guess. It's just, let me see, let me play something. What's it playing? A little Pink Floyd didn't use Gibsons or Marshalls. Stratocaster and a high watt. Love fucking David Gilmour, by the way. But yeah, this is the industry standard right there. That's it. Anyway, this was my very first Gibson. It's very dear to me. I love this guitar. I haven't been able to find sound to match this sound that I like. This is the sound I like. I took this guitar into the store and I wanted to play it. I wanted to do some, I was looking at some Paul Reed Smith, PRS, high-end Paul Reed Smith guitars. Really high-end ones. And they were fucking beautiful, and I brought this in because I wanted to do some comparisons. And it's like, well, why don't you just use one of the Gibsons on the wall? I said, well, this one's from 2006. There's no fucking holes drilled in it. And I know this guitar, all right? Like, it's set up the way I like it. You know, the intonation, the action, you know, like how my neck, if there's everything, the feel. Anyway, when you're going to drop that kind of money, you know, because we were talking, like the guitars I was looking at were a lot of money. And it's like, fuck yeah, I'm bringing in my own guitar. Right? Now that you know I'm fucking serious, here's the guitar you wouldn't sell me. Right? Anyway, my point is that the Les Paul Standard sounded better than any of the PRSs that they had there. And I forgot, I was just using a Marshall low gain. It was a Marshall low gain, all tube, right? Just to get an idea. I play some, just try some clean stuff, and then I try the, just fucking, But anyway, Gibson Les Paul Standard. Beauty. Homoerotic Judas Priest guitar strap. That I bought to go with it. Anyway, love this guitar. It's got a pretty cool story to it because of Kiss, Ace Frehley, and that picture. And that's why I bought this. And then I think it was actually a Les Paul custom. It had 3 pickups, I think. It may have been Kiss Alive too, I forget, but I don't know. I saw Ace Frehley with an ebony Les Paul, and I had to have one. And it took me, maybe 25, 30 years, but I finally got my hands on one. All right, time to go smoke a pipe. A little different today. Thanks for watching. See ya.